The 2018 Cadillac CT6 is not the largest vehicle that Cadillac makes, but because it's got the most advanced technology in the fleet, you could certainly consider it the flagship. Today we're going to be taking a look at the tech in the cabin, starting in the dashboard with the Q infotainment system that debuted alongside this vehicle. It's got a really large, around 12-ish inch display with really big icons that are pretty nice to look at. What I like about this system is that everything is surface level. All of your icons are here iPhone style, so you never have to spend any time digging through menu looking for most of what you're looking for. Now, when you get past this menu, however, things do start to look a little bit crunchy, especially the maps, but they do get the job done. And more importantly, the system actually renders very quickly. It's very responsive. You're never left waiting for a screen to show up after you tap on something. As we move around the menu, you'll see that we have access to a variety of functions, things like our cameras, driver aid features, as well as a selection of applications that you can download from the Cadillac Q system. Those apps are going to be powered by the 4G LTE connection powered by OnStar, and that's going to give them their connection to the internet. And with Wi-Fi on board, you can also share that connection with passengers' devices on board. Now, if you don't like the apps that are built in, of course, we've got standard Android Auto and Apple CarPlay connectivity. You do that, and you can bring your own Google Maps or Apple Maps, as well as an array of audio streaming applications into the car. Now, while we're here, I kind of want to talk about one thing that I don't really like about this system, and that's the touchpad here on the center console. It works kind of like the touchpad on a laptop in that it allows you to move a cursor around the screen, and there's some haptic feedback there. But what I don't like about it is that it's kind of hard to actually hit what you're aiming for. And while you can use it to write letters in like you can with other luxury systems, you can only do it while parked, and it locks you out of this functionality while you're driving. Yes. And if you use Android Auto or Apple CarPlay, you're flat out of luck. It just doesn't work with these systems. I'm not even really sure why it's there other than just to say me too to the Germans. One of the features that I really like about this car, however, is the pan-array audio system around the cabin. This audiophile system cramps 34 speakers into about 19 locations around the cabin. You got the center fill right here that's blatantly obvious. There's also a center fill out back. You got subwoofers under the floor. There are even speakers in the headrest. Now that may seem like more speakers than you know what to do with, but it's designed to make sure that every seat in the house gets the best possible audio experience, not just the driver. It's one of the better systems I've ever heard. Finally, the CT6 features Cadillac's rear camera mirror. Up here, we've got what looks like a standard rear view mirror, but if you flip this switch, it's going to activate a camera feed out of the back of the vehicle that's always on. That way you got a clear view of what's happening behind the car, even if you've got the rear shade up or tall passengers in the back. It's a really cool feature. It takes some getting used to, but I really love it. And that's just scratching the surface. We haven't even talked about the coolest feature on this car, Cadillac Super Cruise, but we got a whole separate video dedicated to that. So you're going to want to check it out, and be sure to check out our full review over on theroadshow.com for even more details.